Hello everyone. Today I have an epic unboxing because it's a birthday unboxing. Check it out. It's presents. What's inside? We'll find out. All right, everyone. As you well know, my beloved baby sweet Carafa, who is my right hand, knows nothing about role-playing games, despite being saturated with gaming content. But a couple months ago, he reached out to me regarding some finds at a epic antique co-op. And he was like, hey, I found some D&D things at this antique place. And I was like, what D&D things? And then we're back and forth on text. And then at one point I was like, FaceTime right now. And then he's going through the whole antique store in FaceTime. And he finds these amazing things. So today we're going to unbox the treasures which Carafa acquired. From Algonquin Antique Venue, store, place. So I want to say a special thank you to Carafa and his beloved betrothed for taking the time to find these things. This, if you don't know, I am an old school avid fan of the early content created by TSR for Dungeons & Dragons. And this assembly of greatness is both historical and amazing. So let us start with this first narrow package. Expertly wrapped, likely not by Carafa, but by his wife. Oh my God, you guys. This is an adventure that I played in my youth, White Plume Mountain. White Plume Mountain was one of my favorite adventures to play through. It was an epic part of an epic series, and for those who don't know, the original Tomb of Horrors, as well as White Plume Mountain and Expedition to the Barrier Peaks, were all part of this series. These were adventures that challenged the most epic of adventurers. This is for character levels 5 through 10, but my guess is that if you tried to run this for 5th level people, they would all die. So I am extremely excited to have this in my collection. I don't know if I ever actually owned this one, but I definitely played in it. I never ran it, but I definitely played in it. And I am so excited to open that up. Look at that. Look at that illustration. That is the definition of early D&D. This is another package, likely to be also very exciting and historically based. I am particularly hyped about this because if it's the one that I'm thinking of, I haven't seen this in 40 years. Ladies and gentlemen, it is. Behold, Against the Giants. My college friends and I decided to integrate this into our adventures. And to be fair, it was actually DM Dan who chose to do this. DM Dan took the G1, G2, G3 series, the Against the Giants module series, and adapted it for the campaign that we were playing in at the time, which was, I think we were probably mid-level when we started it and ended up pretty high level, like 14th level by the end of it. But adapting this classic series for our modern D&D campaign was certainly a challenge. And many times we remarked at how colossally screwed we were against these foes. And in this particular one, the going to the stead of Nosnara, the hill giant chief, was certainly a challenge, and something that we didn't know if we would survive. Now, fortunately, my character, having Pact of the Chain, he was a Bardlock, and having a familiar who was invisible, was basically able to send his familiar into the steading of the giant chief and completely recon the entire place and provide surveillance reports. And then we were able to infiltrate and exfiltrate with ease without having to fight like 40 giants. So I basically broke the game because 5th edition is broken. But this is a classic adventure, and everyone who has never played in it or run it, you should do this with a high-level group. Because again, it says for characters level 8 through 12, I would recommend for characters level 12 for sure. Like, there are no joke, like there are some rooms where you would be fighting like 20 giants. Like they would just decimate you. So definitely some powerful play here, but this is very exciting. I'm supremely excited, and this is just in fantastic condition. But this is the entire series Against the Giants, modules G1, 2, and 3 by Gary Gygax, which includes the Steading of the Hill Giant Chief, the Glacial Rift of the Frost Giant Jarl, and the Hall of the Fire Giant King. We played through all 3 of these over the course of several years because we only get together once or twice a year for a weekend of gaming, and it was awesome to relive these epic adventures with new twists and new exciting experience. So very, very cool. Very cool, Karafa. The final of these 3, I don't know what's going to be in here. This is a surprise. I told Karafa things that I did not own, but that I would like to own to round out my collection. So I am looking at this. And, oh, sweet. So this is the Forest Oracle. This is from the N series of modules. And I believe I have one of these already, one of the N series modules already. Yeah, this is 1984. So this comes a lot later than the previous 2 modules, which were both like 1980 era. So this is very exciting. And also the reason why I'm excited about this is because I like modules that are set for lower level. So this is cool because this is intended to be for characters levels 2 through 4. So this is a good low-level module that you could run with the expanse and the ideas for expanding it into more than just one adventure. I think this could easily be tied to a whole campaign. Let me read you the description on the back of this because I think it's very enticing. The land lies under a curse. Fruit drops to the ground, its pulp black and rotten. Leaves curl and wither on the branches. Animals flee the parched vale or starve. Long ago, the Downs prospered under the care of druids, but the priests of nature have retreated deep into the woods and rarely show themselves. One old man claims that the druids have the power to save the valley if only someone could find their oracle to seek help. Will you reach the forest oracle of the druids in time? And if you do, can they really lift the curse? Or does the answer lie elsewhere? Only the most daring and cunning adventurers will save the Downs. For character levels 2 through 4. Very excited to read through this and potentially include it in some future adventures. Part of the reason why I have gotten back into collecting these old things goes beyond just collection. I was never really a great collector. I liked to have things in order to use them, not just to collect them and keep them in pristine condition. And one of the ideas that I've had is, what if I took old modules and ran them using different mechanical systems, different games? So maybe I run some with D&D, different versions of D&D. I run some with Castles and Crusades. I run some adventures with Lamentations of the Flame Princess, or with Shadow Dark, or with Dragonbane. So the idea is that maybe trying these different game systems, or Dungeon Crawl Classics, or Old School Essentials, right? So there are so many different variations of fantasy role-playing games and different rule sets that you can try out, that I just feel like it would be cool to try out some of these old school modules with different game systems to see how they run, and maybe modify them and maybe don't modify them. Try running them as intended to see how it plays out and see how it works. So I'm very excited and also very grateful. So thank you to the Karafas for this awesome collection of birthday items. And thank you to all of you. Hope that this was informative, interesting, or just, shopping porn for your module needs. But these are some great things that I'm looking forward to adding to my collection and reading and potentially adapting and using in future games. So until we see each other again, happy gaming, and may the dice gods ever be in your favor.
Well, hello, and welcome to Bill Allen World. I am Wizzy, the Wizard. I'm back once again to remind you to subscribe and click on the notifications button, and also watch videos that are over there. Tune in to the next episode of whatever show you are just watching, and watch other shows featuring Bill. He made me say that because he's a narcissist. Okay, bye.